today. Imagine trying to celebrate the holiday season safely with your family, but not knowing whether or not you're going to have a roof over your head the next day. This is the reality for hundreds of southern Colorado families who have really been hit hard by this pandemic. And News 5's RENAE Skinner is joining us live this morning to talk about a local agency who is stepping in to help those people. Good morning, RENAE.
Well, good morning, Bree. And this story really puts things in perspective because Colorado Springs is a thriving city with a lot of economic factors. We've got the Air Force Base, we've got the Olympic Museum, a lot of valuable partnerships, but still hundreds of families, as you said, are struggling through this pandemic. But luckily, more than 560 families were kept from becoming homeless thanks to the Catholic Charities of Central Colorado. The agency tells me the families they helped were already living paycheck to paycheck in the first place, and once the pandemic hit, many of the people they helped were out of work because they made their living in the food service industry. The agency was able to help these families stay in their homes with over $500,000 in rental assistance. Since the beginning of the pandemic, funds from the CARES Act, grant programs, nonprofit agencies, and individual donations made this all possible. Most of the people served with rent assistance have never sought help before.
We're not talking about those folks who have needed assistance in the past. We're talking about people who have, through no fault of their own, just fallen into a situation because of a pandemic that has left them wondering how they were going to pay their bills.
In fact, a recent survey conducted by Catholic Charities showed that 54% of those they helped with rent assistance stated they would not have needed services if not for COVID-19. Again, this is really putting in perspective as to how many people are in need around this time of year and while we are waiting out this pandemic. Always watching out for you, El Paso County. RENAE Skinner, News 5.